Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very wonderful evening to our beloved lecturer, Dr. Rani, and to all my friends. Today is my turn to present my topic. The title is about Richard Branson. Okay, let me share you the presentation. Richard Branson. It seems like my picture is disturbing. Okay, Richard Branson, the high school dropout, is today one of the richest business kingpins in the world, the founder and chairman of a leading business group called Virgin Group. So you can have a look at this picture here. This is Richard Branson, and his company, namely Virgin Group, started off as a humble store selling music records called Virgin Records and holds more than 400 companies. The company gradually expanded to Virgin Megastore, Virgin Atlantic Airways, and many more. The billionaire has a net worth of 4.2 billion, and he is currently the fourth richest man in the United Kingdom and one of the 10 most influential people around the world. Overview of these personalities' life and career. Richard Charles Nicholas Branson was born in July 18, 1950. He struggled in school and dropped out at the age of 16. He was academically poor and suffered with dyslexia, but was able to connect with others around him. Eventually, he dropped out of school and realizing it was not where he wanted to be. By 1969, Branson was living in a London commune surrounded by the British music and rock scene. It was during this time that Branson had the idea to begin a mail order record company called Virgin to help fund his magazine efforts. So you can have a look at this company of Richard Branson, Virgin Records. The company performed modestly but well enough for Branson to expand his business venture with a record shop on Oxford Street, London. With the success of the new store, the high school dropout was able to build a recording studio in 1972 in Oxfordshire, England. Business challenges. I'm sorry, there is a lot of noise here. Branson expanded his entrepreneurial efforts yet again, this time to include the Voyager Group travel company in 1980 and the Virgin Atlantic Airline in 1984, and a series of Virgin megastores. However, Branson's success was not always predictable because by 1992, Virgin was suddenly struggling to stay financially afloat, but the company was sold later that year to Thorn EMI for $1 billion. Branson was crushed by the loss, reportedly crying after the contract was signed, but remained determined to stay in the music business. In 1993, he founded the station Virgin Radio. In 1996, he started a second record company, V2, which signed artists such as Powderfinger and Tom Jones. Businesses are like buses. There is always one after the other, says the entrepreneur, who had 14 failed business over 100. Okay, one of it is the student magazine. Richard Branson left school at the age of 16 to launch a magazine for students. He says that he didn't like the way he was taught. And he was at the stage of his life where he thought he could change the world. He convinced himself that launching a nationwide magazine for students was the way to go. However, things don't always go according to what he planned. Okay, at the same time, he decided to launch a correspondence record selling business, which was announced on the student pages. This business was going so well that Branson left the magazine behind and launched his own record label, Virgin, in 1972. Okay, these are all failure of businesses. that highlighted in my research. Among the businesses are Virgin Drinks, Virgin Student, Virgin Brides. Virgin Drinks is actually, if you look at the picture here, he ever came out with a Virgin Cola, and for Richard, it is the famous failure because it has learned a lot from the failure. So Virgin Cola was launched in 1994, and its bottle was inspired by Pamela Anderson's curves, but it was a disaster. Virgin Student in 2000, Branson launched a sort of Facebook that the world was not ready for yet. It was still not called a social network. It was not called a social network at that time, but some sort of uh, similar to Facebook. But at that time, some say that it had hundreds thousands of members, but numbers dropped in 2005, probably because of MySpace appeared at the same year. Virgin Brides. He also entered the wedding dress business in 1996 with style. He even shaved and wore a wedding dress. You look at this picture, to the extent he wore that dress, but was not successful because the hyper competitive market. So he left this business at the end of 2007. Among others are Virgin V. At the end of 90s, Branson was inspired to continue working in a feminine market. So in 1997, he tried cosmetics. So I took a picture from Google and I found this Virgin V, and I believe this is the product that he promoted. He lost money with this idea and decided to abandon it in 2009. Virgin Clothing, uh, also one of his businesses, appeared in the market, shoe and accessory line for men and women. He even hired Saatchi and Saatchi advertisement campaign, but left the business 2 years later. He also opened up another business. He ventured into online car sale business, but unfortunately, after 3 years, uh, he had only sold 12,000 cars, and his website for this car selling was terminated in 2005. Okay, another business that he ventured, Virgin Wear, is a lingerie business, and it ended up that he had to do the clearance sales of about 35,000 lingerie pieces, and also this business also closed. Virgin Mega Store, they were a success in 1992 when they opened, but did not stand up against the digital music market, and having the last store closed in 2009. Another business is Virgin Pulse and Virgin Digital. These were to compete against iPod and iTunes, respectively, but did not work. Branson admitted later on that these projects were already out of date before reaching the market, so much that they only lasted a year. Another business called Virgin Express and Virgin Charter. The first one was to compete with EasyJet, but never fulfilled its goal and only lasted for 10 years. Having been closed down in 2006, Virgin Charter was launched in 2007 to make private jets profitable. This one only lasted a year. So how did he expand his business? Branson's Virgin Group now holds more than 400 companies in more than 30 countries, including the United Kingdom, the United States, Australia, Canada, Asia, Europe, and South Africa. He has expanded his businesses to include a train company, a luxury game preserve, a mobile phone company, and a space tourism company called Virgin Galactic. Branson is also known for his sporting achievements, notably the record-breaking Atlantic crossing in Virgin Atlantic Challenger 2 in 1986, and the first crossing by hot air balloon of the Atlantic 1987 and Pacific 1991. Okay, He landed at number 261 on Forbes World Billionaires list with his 2.5 billion in self-made fortune, which includes 2 private islands. The Virgin Group eventually reached 35 countries around the world, with nearly 70,000 employees handling affairs in UK, US, Australia, Canada, Asia, Europe, South Africa, and beyond. He has expanded his businesses to include a train company, a luxury game preserve, a mobile phone company, and a space tourism company, Virgin Galactic. You can also look at this logo where all these companies set up by him. Branson is also known for, okay, I've mentioned this just now. Okay, Virgin Galactic Voyages and Hotels. In recent years, the ever-adventurous Branson has focused much of his attention on his space tourism venture. He partnered with Scale Composites to form the spaceship company, which set to work developing a suborbital space plan. In April 2013, the project made an impressive leap forward with the test launch of Spaceship Two. Branson was delighted by the success of his Spaceship first test, telling NBC News that we were all absolutely delighted that it broke the sound barrier on its very first flight and that everything went so smoothly. By April 2013, more than 500 people had reserved tickets to ride on a Virgin Galactic spaceship. This is how Richard Branson was so excited to show his business. Okay, Branson also announced the launch of Virgin Voyages, a new cruise line. On October 31st, 2017, the company commemorated the milestone of laying down the keel for its first ship. Virgin's cruise ships designed to hold 2,800 guests and a crew of 1,150 remain on track to debut in 2020. Additionally, he moved forward with his upstart Virgin Hotels, founded in 2010. In 2018, Virgin announced its presence in Las Vegas by taking over ownership of the Hard Rock Hotel, where the company planned to generally maintain the status quo in the hotel before embarking on renovation in 2019. So what have we learned? Okay, the key sides to be learned from Richard Branson. These are all points that I've collected to be shared tonight. The leadership style followed by Richard Branson. Branson is a mixture of democratic, participative, and transformational. He applies the democratic leadership style, and he never applied any stringent rules in the workplace. Instead, he allowed his employees to apply their innovative ideas to best deal with the various kinds of business situations. Richard Branson is well known for applying a fun, friendly, and anti-establishment business environment wherein no rules or regulations hold the ability of the employees to perform well and enjoy their workplace. He believes that no leader can be successful unless he is followed by efficient followers. So therefore, he carefully hires the employees for his team and stays in contact with them so that their views and thoughts can be utilized to bring improvement and innovative ideas in action. Okay, let us look at 5 secrets of how Richard Branson's success. 5 secrets to business success. First, enjoy what you are doing, because starting a business is a huge amount of hard work requiring a great deal of time. You had better enjoy it, Richard said. Richard said, I started Virgin from a basement flat in West London. I did not set out to build a business empire. I set out to create something I enjoyed that would pay the bills. That is the first one. Second secret, Richard said, create something that stands out. Whether you have a product, a service, or a brand, it is not easy to start a company and to survive. You've got to do something radically different to make a mark today. Okay, create something that stands out. The third one, create something that everybody who works for you is really proud of. So when you do a business, you bring a group of people and treat them as the biggest asset. Okay, this is what can help you to create a success, to get a success in your business. The fourth point is be a good leader. As a leader, you have to be a really good listener. You need to know your own mind, but there is no point in imposing your views on others without some debate. No one has a monopoly on good ideas or good advice. This is another point uh, brought up by Richard Branson. Number five, be visible. A good leader does not get stuck behind a desk. I've never worked in an office. I've always worked from home, but I get out and about meeting people. It seems I'm traveling all the time, but I always have a notebook in my back pocket to jot down questions, concerns, or good ideas. So five secrets to business success. Enjoy what you are doing. Create something that stands out. Create something that everybody would be proud of. Be a good leader and be visible as a leader. Okay, last but not least, Richard said, you don't learn to walk by following rules. You don't learn to walk by following rules. You learn by doing and by falling over. Okay, my final word, if you are always trying to be normal, you will never know how amazing you can be. So that's all from me. If you have any question, you can uh, click on your mic and ask any question for me. As long as I can answer, I will do it. Okay, thank you.